telling her this story about how, I told the devil, like, hey, come to a dream. And she starts breaking down and crying. And she's like, man, I knew there was a reason that I prayed for you every single night. And she said, every night I was covering you in prayer.
True story. I was in my 20s and going through that transformation or giving my life to Christ, because you go through that process.
Yeah.
And in talking to you, I can tell you and I have got a lot of similarities. It's a process of where it's almost like God is speaking to you, and you're not hearing him. Then it's so obvious. It's like almost scary.
Yeah.
And I remember, man, I was in the midst of some stuff, and woke up in the middle of the night, and I could sense the presence of a demon of Satan in my room. Like I could literally, to the point I stopped sleeping at night, and I started sleeping in the daytime and staying up at night.
Yeah.
Because it spooked me that bad.
Wow.
Because I knew, but here's the catch. It wasn't so much as I was afraid of the demon. I knew God was after me. I remember I had this car accident, and I knew what it's about. I was in the middle of some stuff, and I knew. So I had this car accident. The next morning, I get up, I go stand in the kitchen, and I'd say, all right, God, I know what this is about, but I don't want to be no preacher. Just leave me alone, and I won't do this, but I'll just do this. I'm like trying to negotiate, because I don't want, this is not what I want.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you in that transitional, so you 16, 17.
Oh, at this point, I wouldn't even say I was a part of no transition.
You wide open.
I knew that there was no God at that point, but I had a curiosity of, well, maybe there is something out there.
Okay.
And so that was like my little test, right? It was like, well, God won't answer me, maybe the devil will.
Yeah.
And, nothing happened. So I was like, yeah, I know I was right. And that pretty much made me more of a, non-believer in anything. And I kept going about my life. And then,
when did you say you were officially, you were an atheist?